With more and more stressors happening so early in development, from nursing, sleeping and pooping challenges in newborns, to ear infections and colic with babies, to sensory and behavioural challenges when children start primary school, it's hard to know where to start. But the truth is, we have to look back at the first developmental milestones of eating, sleeping and pooping to find out how to help our kids express their best health going forward. So, who is this video specifically for? Well, we've made it for parents who are struggling with finding answers to why their kids are wrestling with a vast array of symptoms that they feel are tied together, but no other practitioner is really making that connection of how they're tied together. So, we're going to look into our kiddos' neurodevelopmental milestones and how they are the building blocks that cause ease or that cause struggle. So, we'd love it if you could please share this video with other mums and parents who you know need to hear this message. You really never know how far this may impact theirs and their babies' lives. Sadly, most kids today are struggling with not just one component of their health, but multiple. The vast majority of kids we see today in practice struggle with sleep, digestion, and immune challenges all at the same time. This then wears their bodies out and leaves them constantly exhausted and often very emotional as well. The great thing is that answers and solutions are close by, and we can help address all of these challenges together. So firstly, let's look at eating. Head and neck control is necessary to support the rooting reflex and activate the muscles in the neck to allow the baby to be in a comfortable position to nurse or take a bottle. The mouth, lips and tongue then work together to get their bellies full and bodies calm. Secondly, a calm and relaxed tone supports a baby's ability to easily settle down and sleep. If a newborn is stiff, arching, feels tight, this can be a sign they are skipping a foundational step. The most common cause is a stressful delivery. Then poop. Pooping with ease is a sign baby or child is relaxed and the autonomic nervous systems are working together and on autopilot. This gives us confidence that the body can adapt to more stresses later on. One contributor to eating, sleeping and pooping poorly can be nutrition. Certain foods may be more difficult for babies to digest, whether that's through formula or breastfeeding. However, the missing link that many parents and health professionals overlook is the nervous system. The nervous system is the foundation for all other systems in the body, including digestion, being able to relax to a deep sleep, and motor function. At House of Chiropractic, we are passionate about helping parents understand the causes of these poorly developed building blocks and how they can help their babies and children find relief. So let's dive into the science behind development and provide some practical solutions and tips for parents. What is so disheartening about this for so many families is that not only has their baby or child been crying or whinging non-stop, but they feel like they've tried everything to help. They've gone all in on diet changes, tried probiotics, gas drops, herbal and natural, and nutritional remedies. And after all that, their child is still suffering. The reality is that there is usually something deeper going on, and that's where subluxation comes in. Subluxation is simply a nerdy chiropractic word that means stress stuck on. Where the children or babies are inconsolable, it's often because their nervous system is stuck in fright or fight-flight mode. What we want is for them to spend more time in parasympathetic rest, digest, and poop mode. Little ones are supposed to eat, sleep, and poop, and be cute. If they're not doing these things and seem to be uncomfortable, then there is most likely nervous system dysregulation, subluxation present. So let's look at this further. In our office, we use state-of-the-art technology called Insight Neurological Scans. These scans are an incredible technology designed to detect and find stress on the nerves and muscles that control everything within your kiddo's body. These scans are crucial because they help us understand how your child's nervous system is functioning and can identify subluxation. The digestive system is the first thing that needs to develop for an infant when they come earthside, after they leave the safety of mum and have been receiving all their nutrition through the placenta. The digestive system is controlled primarily through the parasympathetic nervous system, which means the rest and digest component of the nervous system. The number one nerve that controls parasympathetic and digestive motility function is a nerve called the vagus nerve, with branches off from the upper cervical brainstem area. Unfortunately, the vagus nerve is also the most easily subluxated nerve, either through a breach or abnormal positioning while the baby is still in utero, or most especially through birth interventions, such as forceps, vacuum and C-sections, where we twist, yank and pull a baby out into the world. This subluxation causes misalignment in the upper cervical brainstem area, which is where the vagus nerve branches from. The vagus nerve then needs to make its way down through the cervical spine, the thorax, and into the abdomen. The Latin name for the vagus nerve is nervus vagus, which literally translates to wandering nerve. The nerve vagus itself means wandering or straying in Latin, reflecting the nerve's long and extensive pathway throughout the body, which means more time for it to be interfered with. The vagus nerve opens up the esophagus and activates the stomach and small intestine in our digesting processes. Any areas where there are tons of green, blue and red in our insight scans indicate areas of built up, stuck tension, which is caused by subluxation. These built up and stuck areas of tension are various degrees of subluxation that interfere with the function of the gut, the motor development system, ears, throat and lungs, translating to eating, sleeping and pooping problems. And then problems with the immunity and respiratory systems, ear infections, and then often behaviour problems as the child continues to develop if the original problems aren't sorted out. A neurologically focused chiropractor's primary goal is to understand and address these areas of blockages in our little ones. We don't try to treat or cure these symptoms. We use our thermal scans and other technologies to locate and quantify the subluxation and sympathetic stresses that are causing the issue. With this information that we gather, we can then develop a personalised care plan that includes gentle and effective adjustments to release the subluxation and reduce the stress on your child's nervous system. That is what we're trained to do in our office. So, gentle, neurologically focused adjustments are able to release and unwind the tension from their nervous system. The result is a happy, relaxed baby or child who can eat, sleep and poop just like they're supposed to. This foundation sets our kids up for success and ease when it comes to their nervous system function, no matter what age. If you think that your child is likely experiencing stress on their nervous system, we encourage you to give us a call to schedule an appointment so we can take a deeper look into their nervous system function. By identifying and addressing these blockages, we can then help your child thrive and reach their developmental milestones of eating, sleeping and pooping well. So, don't wait. Take action today and give your child the best possible start in life. If you have any questions, please DM us. Also, once again, we'd love it if you could share this video with other parents, family, or Facebook groups who need it. If you'd like to learn more about how we find these areas in your child's nervous system that may be out of balance, click the link below. Thanks so much for listening.